Cosmo, what's up? Mrs. K, hello, hello. Bam, hello. How are you? Long time. I'm just glad I'm feeling better. Your mother, hello, hello. I'm all right. COVID didn't kill me, y'all. Hey. So your mother, I'm gonna ask you to box up in about 4 minutes. And bam, I'm gonna have you on at about 9:30. Did I give it to you? I haven't been in nobody's stream. I couldn't have passed it. Thanks for the love there. Thanks for the cherry. Jew rice. Wow. That's a new one. That's a new one. Thanks for the 100. Pooh Spice, Jew rice. Okay, bars. Hi, EB. Hi, Bradley. What's up, Chris? Hey, it's the fave for me. Thank you. Thank you. Y'all, we about 33 faves away from our goal. Let's go. Hey, girl. Hey. Sit. That's how Bradley just said my name, y'all. What's up, Black Knight? How's everybody's weekend going? We got some fake snow here in Atlanta. It's just cold. No snow. We already didn't have school tomorrow, so fantabulous. I love that word. I use it all the time. Thank you, Beard. Bradley, did you see me on Travel Bay show? I'm terrible at song lyrics. That was hilarious. All right, your mother, whenever you're ready, you can box it for me. Everybody, thank you for joining me this evening. We are here for another episode of Changing Hearts with Sid. I'm Sid. And we're going to get down and see. Rob, what's up? I haven't seen you all week. So we have two fabulous guests today. We have the Yamada, who has her own featured show Sundays at 4 p.m. She's going to correct me if I'm wrong. And the fabulous Top Badge Big Fine Bam, who has a featured show Saturdays at 10 p.m., both Eastern Standard Time. And we're just going to get right into it. Hi.
Hey, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm okay. We're supposed to get like mad snow today,
Oh,
but
no. Did it
yeah,
come?
no, not yet. So
Okay.
fingers crossed. We're gonna do this 30 minutes, and I'm gonna run and pick up my chiclets before the snow falls.
Oh, no.
Yeah, they were supposed to get 20 inches, 20 inches
20 inches?
or 20
Like 2
centimeters, 20
feet?
centimeters.
I don't know. Like a foot or 2 feet? Like what we talking about?
I
Like
don't know. All I know is I was like 20 inches. You know how much that weave is? You know how much 20 inches of weave
right. I think this is a 20 inch right here. This much though? Like I just want to know.
is? Yeah, that's what I was like. Shoot, get my weave out the closet. Let me figure out how much 20 inches is right now, real quick. But
All right, you better thank you so much for joining me this evening. I like to ask all of my guests this question first. You have your own feature, so I know you know the rules. Sometimes I turn my comments off because I get utterly distracted. I become a whole amateur on this thing. I be cutting my stream, laughing too hard, all that. So I apologize to all of our guests this evening. My bouncers will take care of you. Hello to everyone. Thank you for the gifts from everyone, but I won't see anything else after this, okay? Feel free to send whatever you want, though. They're going to screen record and let me know later. I'm going to give you a whole big shout out at 10:15, 10:16, 10:16. Get a whole big shout out, okay? All right, cool. So, your mother, have you found love? Have you lost it? Or are you looking for it?
Ooh, I've definitely, have I found love? No. Have I lost it? Yeah, I'd say yeah. And am I looking?
It's the throat clearing for me.
Who's all in here? It changes depending on the person. But I think I'm receptive to it. I'm open to it, definitely.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, did you have a big moment where that changed for you? Like, is there a reason why you're just open and not looking, or?
Well, those who do come into my stream, I had this whole thing. I was like, okay, this is the 6 month mark of 2021.
Okay.
I'm open to dating. And the people that just came my way were just, yeah. Yeah. I was like, we gotta close that door again. And we just need to be open for when the right one does walk through the door. But we don't gotta look, because my friends were like, let's do speed dating, let's do this, because Canada was locked down for 18 months too.
Mm-hmm.
So we were like trying everything and doing everything.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm just kind of like, whoever likes me and I feel that a good vibe or energy, then I'm receptive to it, getting to know the person.
So, not a fan of speed dating.
I think if you want like giggles and the opportunity to network, it's a great
Okay, because my next guest used to host speed dating.
I do. I was on her show before. I think
Okay.
it was brilliant, and I actually, from that, I was like, hey, Saturdays, let me try to find myself some love here. All right, hit me up on Instagram on Saturday nights. But no, yeah. I definitely think her show was definitely amazing. But for me, I think it's for the fun of it, like, networking purposes, it's great.
Mm-hmm. So let me ask you this. Do you remember your first date ever?
My first date ever. Wow. To be honest, I don't think I've ever had like a first date like that.
What?
Yeah, I don't think I've ever, because my first boyfriend ever, we met at like 14 and we broke up at 22. So then can you date at 14? Can you really go on a date at 14?
Some people do. Listen, you'd be surprised at the stories people are telling me.
Yeah. So we met at I went to this little high school convention for like university, like to go and look at the different universities and see, what one we'd kind of want to go to or work towards. And he was a little bit older than me, so I'm like, hey man, I'm trying to go to that school right there. I'm trying to go to that school. I don't know why. I don't care, but we finna go. Mom and dad, let's go here.
Okay.
So yeah, that's how we kind of met, and we started our relationship from there. So obviously, in the course of our relationship, we went on dates, but not really a first date.
Now, have you been on any blind dates? You said you tried everything. What does everything actually mean?
So yeah, you know what? I actually have never been on a blind date.
Oh, yeah. Tell your friends to step their game up, like,
right? I need new friends, possibly. Yeah, no, I've never been on a blind date.
Okay. Now, are you opposed to long distance dating?
No, I actually like long distance relationships. I think it takes the pressures off of you, to see each other all the time. You could kind of concentrate on getting to know each other. And like, who doesn't want to fly out? Like, fly out. Like, my passport is always ready. My suitcase is on the floor right now.
Oh, is it packed? Where we going?
We'll see after the show. Shoot.
Okay, y'all. So your mother said she's already packed, passport ready. Okay, to fly her out. She is in there. Okay.
Yeah, but no blind dates. And I'm definitely open to long distance. I think sometimes geographically, if you expand it, you have more options available to you.
So how soon is too soon to fly out? Like, you flying out for a first date, or we talking online for 6 months first. Like, what we doing?
Ooh, the 6 months is really not for me.
Okay.
It really isn't for me. Like for me, I want to see you in person to just make sure there is that natural chemistry. You know what I mean? And if we don't like each other from there, then that's cool too. But
Mhm.
6 months and then I meet you, I'm like, oh, mm, you
Mm.
know,
Yeah.
yeah. So I'd rather like just get that out of the way.
Okay.
And but obviously you need to know if there's a vibe and if you like the person. Like there's no rush. If it does take 6 months, then great. But
Mhm.
for me, it's like I'd rather have that in-person thing out the way.
Right. Right. You gotta know, like, are we vibing in person? Because online and in person could be two totally different things.
It can. You pull up his crib's messy. You're like,
Yeah.
ooh.
So you said crib messy. Now, do you have a list of like non-negotiables? Like, okay, if I see this, I'm out of here.
You know what? I think I'm pretty flexible, and I think with great communication that
Mhm.
certain things can be changed. So not really, but the first thing I look at is like fingers. I don't know why.
Fingers.
Yeah, like I always have to look at
Okay, so
that.
now you got me looking at mine.
I know mine are not of the greatest caliber at the moment. Canada is on lockdown. I got one nail hanging on here. Okay, I got one nail hanging on here, and I'm like, I should soak this in acetone, but things happen. Things happen. But yeah, like fingers. I don't know why, but it's like he could be like the best man on earth, but then I'm like, not a fan of his hands.
Okay, so what about the fingers though? Like, is it certain length? Is it the nails being dirty?
I don't know. I don't know. It's
Skin
just
being rough? You just
I don't know. I know when I see it, I just know. Like those hands are not for me.
so as long as his fingers are fine, he could be 800 pounds.
Yeah, I mean, why not?
Oh, okay, okay, and we're okay with smokers, 15 kids.
Well, let me retract my
Okay.
statement. Let me retract my statement. Uh, um, yeah. Oh, I think we put these pressures on each other,
Mhm.
and you know what I mean. Like if he had 15 kids and he takes great care of them, and he's still has time for me, then why not? You know what I mean?
But can you really take care of 15 kids
I'm not watching nobody's
crazy and
pockets.
still
I
have
don't
time for a whole adult somewhere?
listen. We don't know who these people are. We don't know their problems, and I don't know. Maybe he got mad dough. I don't know. I'm not gonna judge.
I mean, he
Um,
could be like Mr. Von Trapp from The Sound of Music. I mean, but he only had what, 8, 10? He didn't have a lot of. He had 8. I think he had 8.
eight is still a lot as well. So you know what I'm saying. But yeah, I mean, my preference would be. Oh, this is gonna sound so horrible, but someone with no kids. Although I do have two myself.
I was about to ask you that.
But if he does have one, then maybe one, maybe two. And then that way I don't have to have any more. But yeah.
Okay, okay, okay. So why is it that he can't have kids though? Like, what is it about the kids that throws you off? Because usually it's the people without kids that say, "Oh, you can't have kids."
Right, right, right. Um, there's no like particular reason. I just find like sometimes, right. I think we all have the same baby mama drama fears. I know how I can be as a baby mother sometimes. But not everybody is as flexible as me or as nice as how I can be.
Okay.
And then putting both families together sometimes is difficult. I
Mhm.
think for those of you who don't know, I was once married as well, and I think my kid's dad has one child that's very much like my daughter. But things change when you're no longer together, and sometimes you lose a part of you. So I'm not that close with my if you even want to call her my stepdaughter, but they grow on you. You love them like they're your own, and then when you have this relationship that doesn't work, it's harder on the kids. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Okay.
And not to say that my kids won't experience that or theirs, but it's just easier, I guess, if they didn't have.
So how soon after you date somebody do they get to meet your kids? If they
Oh,
get
no
to
one
meet
gets
your
to meet
kids.
my kids.
Nobody gets to meet your kids.
Yeah, no one gets to be my
So when we find out that somebody met your kids, that's the one.
Yeah,
Okay,
absolutely.
absolutely. So you said you were married already. Are you willing to get married again?
Um, yes and no. Yeah, yes and no. I don't really. I think a piece of paper doesn't validate the foundation of your relationship.
Okay. Okay.
That's what I learned through my marriage. That it doesn't matter if you're married, whatever it is. That piece
Mhm.
of paper is not going to make things different if you don't have a strong foundation. So for me, as long as we have an open, honest relationship,
Mhm.
and a sturdy foundation, I don't necessarily need marriage. Would it be nice? Of course. So yeah,
What do you miss about being married?
not a.
Listen, I know I didn't put any marriage questions on your list of pre-questions. However, I didn't know you used to be married, so we going there, okay? So
Um,
I'm gonna hit this left real quick, like hey.
um, I don't miss anything, to be honest.
Okay.
If I were to miss something, it would be the presence of a man, like just in terms of like to protect myself at night.
Okay.
But I got a bat for that. So like, so like, like we figure out little things.
Okay.
We
Okay.
figure out little things, but and the companionship, to be honest. You get what
Mhm.
I'm saying? If I were to really be serious about it, the companionship, the person that you can confide in, that
Mhm.
you don't have to go to your girls too. This is safe with that
Right.
person. You know
Right.
what I mean?
Right.
That's the part that I miss about a marriage.
Okay.
But other than that, I don't gotta cook for anybody but me and my kid. I don't gotta make sure it's warm. I don't gotta run nobody's bath water. I don't gotta.
Wait, did you run bath water as a
Whew, I was
Are you
pulling
that
those.
way? You're running back order? You
I
ever
was
run
pulling that Destiny's Child stuff, like what I'm saying. So let me tell you, I needed a break.
back?
Yeah, I needed a break, man. I was Michelle, Beyonce, and Kelly, all three of
Ooh,
them.
top
You know what
shelf.
I'm saying? So
Mm.
yeah, it there is such thing as a burnout.
Mhm.
Yeah, and I never want to have that feeling again where you're just pouring into somebody and not pouring into yourself. So
Okay.
I think that if we had a well balanced marriage, then things would have been a lot better. But
Mhm.
sometimes things don't work out, and that's okay too. I don't. He's no longer my husband, but I still have a friend.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
So in between 14-year-old you, married you, and you today, is there somebody who got away? Like if they picked up the phone and said, "Hey, we finna go on a trip," you're like, "Yeah, I'm there," and and you know.
um, Definitely. I would say definitely. I'd say definitely there is that one person. Oh, look at me. I'm like blushing when I think about the person. But um yeah, there is definitely one, and I take full responsibility for
Hey,
our
sis, what you
relationship
did?
not
What
working.
you did?
Ooh, girl. Yeah. You're gonna have to catch me in one of my lives for that. Then I'll tell you guys the whole truth and nothing but the truth. But for a featured show, um, yeah. hmm
You can give us the cliff notes, and we promise to fave you and come get the rest of it. We promise.
um,
Scouts are.
Long story short, I was dating someone prior to being married.
Uh huh.
And I just woke up one day and was like, this isn't for me. And I found my husband, and I was like, okay, well, we're gonna run off with hubby now. And when I was getting married, they told me not to and don't do this and da da da
Oh
da da
wow.
da da da. And I was like, no, I'm set. Like I love the person. This is it. And I got married. 5 years later,
I told you so.
yeah. And here's your mother like, hello, you still here? He's like, girl, I don't trust you. Girl, I don't trust you. Like, I'm like, but I was young. I
But
was
I'm sorry, I ain't mean
yeah.
it.
But I took full responsibility. I was young at the time.
Okay.
And I wanted things. I got, just say this, I got what I was looking for. I was looking for marriage. I was looking for kids. and I didn't take time out to vet the person or our compatibility
Okay.
at its full, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Not everything that glimmers is gold. So I took for granted that I had like a calm, peaceful relationship, you know, with somebody who was level-headed,
Mm-hmm.
that knew what they wanted and
Mm-hmm.
had certain priorities in life. So I got what I was looking for, really. And you know, when you're 23 versus when you're 30, the things that you want and you need change.
Okay.
And I don't think I was ready for what he was laying out.
Mm-hmm. Now, do you have advice for yourself, like your early self? Like, what would you tell your younger self today?
Love me. Like that's the most important part. I think once you love yourself, it's so much easier to make any decision that you want,
Okay.
whether it's pertaining to love, any decision, because you know what's truly right for you. When you love, when you sorry, when you yeah, or when you love
Mhm.
without loving yourself first, I think you know have the expectations or you want to appease someone, and when you really know yourself, then you won't make those same mistakes. So
So, how old are your kids, if you don't mind me asking?
I have two under, well, not two under two anymore, but 2 and 3.
2 and 3.
Yeah.
Okay. So, what kind of advice do you plan on giving your kids when they're old enough to understand the whole dating thing? Are you gonna let them date at? Would you say 14? You were 14. I'll let them.
I think I would. I think my parents gave me the right tools too. Like they never held it back from me. They
Okay.
allowed me to, and they kind of, you know, told me what I should be looking for, kind of guided me in
Hmm.
that direction. It's like you can date, but make sure he's calling at an appropriate time. Make sure he comes to see your parents. I
Okay.
remember actually before my 14-year-old self, like this little guy had a crush on me and he came to my house. He helped my dad shovel the driveway.
Oh,
Like,
that's
you
so
know what I mean?
cute.
Right? I was like, okay, like, you know, so my dad's like, you should date him. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Okay. Okay.
Right? So, like, I'm going to teach my kids the same thing. I don't want to ever, you know, hold them back, but just teach them how to have healthy relationships. I think
Okay.
that's key. And one thing I do is I don't focus on, you know, when you meet a boy, I
Mhm.
more focus on like being the woman that you need to be and loving yourself first. So,
Okay.
you know, providing them with positive affirmations and correcting a lot of, you know, the trauma that I even have to effectively, you know, raise them so they
Mhm.
don't have to deal with the same issues when they're out there in the world looking for their partner.
Right. Right. What is what would you say would be like the biggest lesson that you learned through your, call it, dating career or your evolution as a dater?
Lessons? Um, I mean, I don't really have any regrets.
Okay.
You know, so I just take it as it is what it is. I'm not too hard on myself, or
Hmm.
you know, it just is what it is, and being honest to yourself. And I think I made those decisions based on what I was feeling at the time. Maybe I shouldn't feel maybe I should really be logical a
Right.
lot more times. Maybe
Okay.
that's just the answer. I need to be a little
Okay.
bit more logical at
Okay.
times. But I am I'm kind of like a live in the moment type of person, and
Got it.
it
Got it.
feels right in the moment,
Hmm.
then it's right. So I can't even be mad.
So, real quick, shout out to POF. We're here every Sunday night, 9 p.m. Eastern. Change Your Hearts is Sid. I'm Sid. We have our wonderful guest, your mother. I'm going to ask her two more questions.
Okay,
Mother has
okay.
her own feature show on Sundays at 4 p.m. Eastern. Did I get that right?
You
Hey.
did, you did.
So, since we are on a dating app, question number one: how do you feel about dating apps in general? Shout out to POF though.
Yeah, shout out. Um, I think it works if you use it in the right ways. Um, and I don't know. I don't know how I feel about them. I mean, I'm here, right?
Yeah,
I am here.
we're on here.
We are here. We did download it for a reason. I you know, I think it's what you make out of it. You know, and
Okay.
that's what you make out of it.
Okay. And so I keep asking this question. This has become like an anchor question for me. Are we dating streamers or nah?
Ooh, that I guess. Are we? I don't know. Maybe.
Well, okay, so some people are like, H, no, I'm not dating a streamer because XYZ. And I've learned that everybody's XYZ is totally different than the last person. So some people are saying, I would never date a streamer because, and some people are like, I absolutely would date a streamer because. So where do you stand?
I think it has its pros and its cons.
Okay.
But I think in whichever role we choose, it's all about communication.
Mm,
So if I'm dating a streamer and they are still able to prioritize our relationship, because oftentimes I find that we stream and we think the interactions that we have on stream is enough to
mm,
to fulfill the relationship.
mhm.
But it's like on stream you also have like elements of a persona, elements of you know not your full self.
Right.
So in order to get for you to get to know me, it has to be off of stream, and some people
Yeah.
don't understand that aspect of things,
Uh-huh.
or they're caught up on stream. So that part, as long as we have that part sorted out, and you make our relationship a priority, I don't see anything wrong um
So
with
once you find somebody, you're not gonna say, "Oh, delete the app."
no.
No.
I mean, if they're crossing lines now, but you never know. I mean, crossing lines to everybody means different things. Some people are
Yeah, that's
okay
what I was
with
about to say.
flirting.
Some people's
Some people
lines
are
are you stream for 2 hours instead of one, or some people's like, "Oh, you're in the DM saying X, Y." You're telling my secrets. What are your lines?
right, right. So I think it depends on communication with
Okay.
your yeah.
Okay. 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 So last question. Last question.
So hopefully it's not
Um,
a hard one.
you said what?
I said hopefully it's not a hard one.
It's not my questions are hard.
I'm here like sweating.
I want to know, what is your perfect date? Like,
Oh,
perfect date.
wow, that's a hard one.
How is that
See,
hard?
that is a very hard one. That is very hard.
Okay.
I think now that I'm getting a little bit older, like I want romance, as cheesy as that sounds. Like, sit outside my house with like a boom box and play 90s music and ask me to go on dinner for you. Like, sorry, I've been watching too much TV, but like, yeah, like that's what I feel like I want. I'm not even gonna front.
Right, right.
You know what I mean? Like I'm like, but the ideal date is just someone who's like attentive to what I like, because I reciprocate as well. Like, I pay attention to what you like, what you don't like, and then I incorporate that. So the other day I saw somebody who was like, he's fine. And I was like, I wouldn't mind getting to know him. And the person disclosed when their birthday was. So I called my girlfriend. I'm like, I don't know how this interaction is going to go, but if I like the person, I would love to buy them a t-shirt with their little, logo on it or whatever. So you pay attention to kind of the person and incorporate that in your date. So for example, everybody knows that, I'm a huge advocate for the Caribbean. He may not be able to take me there, but we could go, eat at a little Jamaican restaurant, like, you know what I'm saying? Or, maybe a home cooking. I don't know, but like just pertaining to what I like, that I know that you're listening to the conversations that we have.
Okay. So you need somebody to pay attention and to say, okay, we're going to.
Yeah, and it doesn't have to be extravagant. I think,
You don't want to jump out a helicopter.
Oh, hell nah. No. No helicopters for me.
No helicopters for you. Okay.
Because more than likely dinner movies. Yeah. So I initially like the movies because then I don't have to have a conversation with you, especially if I don't really like, if I'm not feeling the vibe. The movies is like the safest space for me, especially because I like movies. But like dinner's always good. I think dinner's the safest route. But
I think movies are scary because if I don't like you, I'm trapped there for 2 hours.
But like you don't have to talk to them.
I'm not coming back.
I've never left a date. That's the worst part.
You never left a date?
I've never.
Oh, I'm jealous. I've left a couple. Like,
Yeah. No, I've
I
never.
can't do it.
Because I'm like movies, and then if you like each other, you're like, oh, do you want to go grab like a drink at the restaurant, or like
Yeah.
you have dinner planned, or and then if you don't like them after the movie, like, oh, something came up.
Yeah, I do that after I have the drink first. Like, let's go get one drink. And if I like it, I'll order another one. If I don't like you, all right, well, I have to, it's time to go.
No, I'm trying to see that movie. Shoot. Like, I'm trying to see that movie. Hello. Thank you. Movies are like $15 nowadays.
I'm out of here. I'm out of here. Don't be too short. Don't be too fat. I'm out of here. Like, not do it.
Yeah, maybe I need to reevaluate. But yeah, I'm watching the movie. I'm like, I don't know how to talk to them, so I might as well just sit here and watch my movie.
Well, your mother, thank you so much for joining me this evening. I appreciate you. If you could go ahead, tell us a little bit about your show for you. Exit the Box.
Yes, hi guys. I'm your mother. I have a show on Sundays at 4. It's about traveling. So any travel experience, no travel experience is all welcome. And make sure you guys hit the beautiful Sid with a fave. Thank you for having me. Bye.
Thank you, mother. Bye. Oh man, that was awesome. So thank you guys for joining me tonight on today's episode of Changing Hearts with Sid. We are here every Sunday night at 9 p.m. Eastern. I have my comments off because I get utterly distracted reading up what everybody's saying, but feel free to comment. My bouncers will take care of you. Thank you in advance for all of the gifts. Please make sure you fave the top 3 gifters of the stream. Please make sure you fave both of my guests. And if the lovely Big Fine Bam Top Badge could go ahead and request the box. That is our next guest for this evening. And I will have a big shout out to the top gifter of the stream on IG and everything. Hi.
How are you? Thank you for having me.
I'm good. Thank you for joining me. Yeah. So you got a little preview. How you feeling?
I feel good. I mean, I think those are questions that like people want to ask us all the time, but they may not know how to ask us or may not be the right time and place to ask us. So
exactly.
I'm good.
Yep. I just like having the conversations. I just I want to get all up in the people Kool-Aid. I want all the stories. So, question number 1. Are you looking for love? Have you lost it or have you found it?
I do want to say respectfully, if I'm not in the picture anymore, that person has lost me.
Ooh.
I don't really lose people, they lose me. And that's the thing. Okay. Like, I know I'm solid. So when you know you're solid, you don't have to worry about what you did wrong, what you said wrong. You don't have to worry about any of that. So any type of friendship, relationship that I'm not in anymore, they lost me. Mm-hmm. As far as looking, I'm busy. I just think that what's out here. I think the dating pool got little turds and little pee in it. It's kind of eerie. I don't really want no parts. Now, if somebody comes along and they can treat me like I treat me or better than I treat me, then we can start having a conversation. I'll start the process of maybe getting to know you. But as far as if it's anything outside of that, I'm not interested at all.
Okay.
Time wasted, my energy, my peace, I paid for it and it cost me too much, so I'm good. No.
Okay. Now, do you remember your first date ever? Ever?
My first date was prom.
Oh.
And so the guy went and he was from a different city than I was. It was his prom. Okay. I came from a really strict family. So like his prom was like 30 minutes away from where I live. So he drove to pick me up. My mom followed in behind us and parked at the Walmart until we got out of his prom. So I don't know if that was like my first date, but that was the first time I was able to like go and kind of have a little bit of alone space with somebody, Okay.
How was the evening? Like, were you nervous? Like, okay, my mom's out watching, so I'm just looking at the clock the whole time.
So like while my mom was even in Walmart, we had still went and got a room in a different city because she was in Walmart. The high school is close to the Walmart, so he really had high expectations that he was going to, penetrate something.
I was gonna say smash, but go ahead.
Poor guy. Poor guy. He had really really high hopes. Because he had been like, how do I say it?
Planning?
No. Um,
Oh,
he'd been playing in that particular area for a long time. So
okay. He was experienced.
um he had experience on me, but not the way he wanted it.
Okay, okay,
That's the experience that I was giving him. So that was
okay.
the big day where he was supposed to, really
You
just
tried, and it just didn't
really just smash. And I was just like, oh no,
happen.
pineapple. So yeah, no, it didn't happen. So he
Okay.
was just really kind of pissy the whole time, and I was just like, oh, not you upset, but
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
I had
mm-hmm.
kind of hyped him up.
Now, do you go on? Are you dating now or
Oh.
no? Not at all.
No, because I was listening to your mother. I don't want the free movie. Like, if you and I don't have a good vibe, I don't want to go to dinner with you. I don't care how much of a date you've paid for. I don't want any parts. I don't want to. I cannot sit there and look at you or have a conversation with you if I'm not attracted to you or if I'm not interested in you at all.
Have you walked off a date?
Yes.
How come?
The last date that I actually went on, he had told me it was a blind date. He said he was six
Uh-huh.
four and I'm 5'3". He was the same height as me.
Oh, wait, he lied about his height?
And we had FaceTime, so I guess he was standing on like stools and stuff whenever we was FaceTime.
Wait. You did the doorway test and he was still too short when he got
I
there?
didn't do the doorway test because he was
That's
always
your fault.
working.
That's your fault.
But
You
listen,
didn't do
he
it.
he
No,
drove,
you supposed to say go stand by the
no,
door.
he drove trucks, and so I was like, well, dang, he is really just how they be. And he was really already up there. I was like, well, dang, but I think he was sitting on like a little toolbox or something.
Oh
So
no.
he talked loud. He just.
Oh no. I had a rule. You gotta have a six in the front. Six is if you 6 foot
I'm like,
anything,
why
we
would you
can't
say
have a
that?
conversation if you're not 6 foot nothing. I'm just saying.
That's something that I'm gonna find out. Like because here's the thing: if I'm dating you, and whether it's a blind date or like let's just say I give my information to somebody on here,
Mhm.
um, we I want to see you as quick as I possibly can because I want to eliminate any type of anything. And
Right.
shout out to that young man; he's probably in here.
Oh my goodness. Wait, it's somebody we know.
I don't know if y'all know him, but he does come to my stream and spin wheels sometimes. But
Oh.
poor guy, poor Ting Ting.
Okay, y'all. So everybody make sure y'all fave Bam because we gotta do a little detective work. Because I want to know who it is. Okay, so have you been on a blind date?
Yeah, that was it.
Was that the only one?
Yeah, I think he was blind. I can see.
All right, so how do you feel about, let's say, long distance relationships?
I'm open to that. Like I have no problem. That gives me plenty of time to get together what I need to get together.
Mhm.
As long as I can trust you and if what we have is solid, I'm cool.
Mhm.
I don't care. I'm not gonna be calling you, blowing you up. I don't expect you to conduct yourself as if you were right next to me. So I
Okay,
have no qualms about it whatsoever.
okay. So, like, is it we met first and then we split, or we can meet apart and figure it out?
So we can. I mean, if you reach out to me and you shoot your shot at me tomorrow, I mean, you can fly me out Saturday and we can do
Okay.
it. Then I can come back home. The quicker, the better, because like the worst thing in the world is when you talk to somebody for 6, 7 months on the phone and
And then you meet them in person, and it's just like, oh,
people say, "Well, if y'all have a vibe, y'all have a vibe." No,
you
listen,
don't.
y'all, that on the phone vibe is
Mhm.
listen. The in person vibe hits different. It is totally different than an
Mhm.
in person vibe. Like it is so different. You don't know how they smell in person. You don't
Oh,
know. You
goodness.
don't know none of that. Like you don't know if they waste something on their clothes
Exactly.
habitually. You don't know any of that. That vibe is different. So I need to see what that's about immediately,
Hmm.
where I can make an informed decision about whether or not you're somebody that can be in my space.
Now, what's on your list of non-negotiables? Like, if this happens, I'm out of here. There's no
Like,
chance, no how, no nothing.
if you are one of those people that are and I hate to say it, so y'all bear with me. Disrespectful to like women in your life. So whether it's your baby mom, your auntie, your girl, I can't handle that because if you'll disrespect them, the people that you have to deal with, you'll disrespect me.
Okay.
If you're disrespectful, if you're saying stuff like, "Well, I don't like, I don't like homosexual people," I'm looking at you like you might be a little on the down low. Somebody who's not ain't gonna care. You're just not gonna care about what other people are choosing to do with their lives. So I pay attention to stuff like that. If you smoke, that's a no for me.
Okay.
I don't want to smell like a juke joint. I smell like I just left the Blues on the River concert. I don't want any type of odor is out of there for me. Whether it's your breath,
odor,
any type of odor, and I'm out.
Oh, older. I thought you meant older. I was like, you don't date older men? Okay.
I think that's probably what I need is the older one.
Now, since I thought you said older, do you have an age limit? Like, is there a too young or a too old or?
I'm 34. Some sources say that I'm 32, so I don't really know. But in case I am really 30, in case I'm 32, I'm gonna go by 34. That way, I may have an extra 2 years. You know what I'm saying? That I'm gonna have. That's what happens, y'all. When one of y'all have a parent that's like from a different country, it's just a mix up.
It's awkward. Yeah.
Nobody knows, so I'm gonna just go with 34. But if you like 22, 23. I'm gonna say 27, and I'm not even comfortable with 27 because that is so young to me. Like, my son is gonna be 13. I just don't want. I don't. So I don't know. But if you mature, that's differently. I don't want to feel like I'm older than you. Right. I don't feel like when we're laying down, I'm cuddling you in the fetal position. I don't want to be the big spoon. So if he's like the younger guy, he's kind of taller. I'm like maybe okay, but
okay.
So I don't know. I'm gonna just say my age or older.
And what do you have a list of like the perfect partner?
I would say I do, but I really don't because I personally feel like if you connect with somebody, that supersedes anything else. So yeah, I say, you know, I don't want somebody that's 28. I don't really want somebody that's 30. But if we really have that connection and you're the person for me, all the other stuff goes out the window.
Okay.
So
now, did you have a moment in your past where you became this enlightened, wise woman?
Yeah, because I had a relationship where he had made mistakes. I had made mistakes. And because I felt as though his transgressions were greater than mine, I blamed him all the time. And I'm thinking, like, after I got out of that situation, because obviously hindsight's 2020, I really was kind of, I messed up in that too. But it was like, I just kind of like walked around like my crap didn't stink because he had done something that was way worse than what I had done.
Okay.
So after that, I was like, dang, instead of me like working it out with him and us figuring it out together, I really was just like, I'm better than you. You messed up. I didn't. Buy me this. I was tripping, y'all. I really was tripping. Right. So after that, I was like, okay, I just don't want to be in that place anymore. I don't want to be in the place where somebody's having to get away from me. Like, I want to be what you come to get away from the world. I don't want you going to the world, like whatever you do in the world, hanging out, whatever you want to do, that's your business. But I don't want you going to the world to be like, damn, gotta get away from Bam today. No, I want you, I'm your safe place. I want you to come to me. And so I had to be my own safe place, right? And so I just did the work that I needed to do on myself. And so that just naturally enlightened me when it came to dating and stuff as well. So
now, what advice have you or are you giving your son? You say he's 13 or about to be 13. What have you told him about dating?
Because 13-year-old boys who play sports, that's what they're on. They're on Fortnite, basketball, and girls, and that's just what it is. And so my son, like where we live at, it's more it's like suburbia, basically. And I tell them, like, you like who you like. Don't let anybody tell you who you can like or whatever it is. Whoever you like, whoever just makes your heart feel happy, go for it.
Okay.
Like, it's because I have missed out on good people because, or they could have been good people. I don't know, because I don't really lose people. But I've missed out on people that I was like, no, because my friends was like, girl, he got a big butt. He got some big butt. It's like, I'm looking now on Instagram. This man married. You got a $4 million home, you doing this and that. And I'm like, dang,
this has been me, but you
right. My friends told me his hips was too wide for me. Both of y'all can't have wide hips, fam. And I'm like, dang, well, you're right. Like,
he had a growth spurt. He was a midget in high school.
Right. So yeah, and that's where I'm at now. Like, I'm not one of those people that, like, let's just say if I'm on the phone and I tell Christy I like somebody and she's like, no, even if she said that, I'm gonna do what I want to do. She would never say that. She's very supportive, but no, I don't do that. But I see a lot of men are the opposite. A lot of men, like, I'm gonna just give an example. Like, I'm plus size. So you have those men who secretly love plus size women, but
all up in the DMs, but won't say nothing in front of their friends. Yep.
Listen, all up on the DM, they buy lunch, they want to feed you, they want to do this, they want to do that, but publicly they can't show you that same amount of energy because that's not what they're open about liking publicly. And I'm like, I like who I like. If I like you, I'm gonna give you 100% period. And I want the same in return. I don't have to hide anything. I'm grown. If I have to hide, I don't need to do it. So.
Now, have you ever maintained a roster, or are you one at a time?
I'm uncoordinated.
Okay.
So I'm gonna tell you something. I had tried, I was so big about, this year, not this year, but it was a year, of course I had my little dating resolutions. I'm not doing one at a time. I'm not putting all of my eggs in one basket. I'm just doing what I want to do, roster. And I was getting them confused. Yeah, I was calling them different names.
Oh no.
I was getting stuff confused. Like, one of them, his mom had passed away.
Okay.
So I got into it one because I said, I'm so sorry about your mom. I saw it on Instagram. He was like, not you wishing death on my mom. Like, I was like, okay, you know what?
I give a tap out.
So I'm too uncoordinated, but like, okay, so I'll have somebody like that I'm talking to, but if somebody else shoots their shot, am I gonna be like, oh no, this guy has potential and he's my future? Absolutely not. Like, if this person, they apply more pressure, that is what it is. So you want me, you gotta apply pressure to me. Pressure bursts pipes and diamonds are formed under pressure. And I don't want anything less than pressure. If it ain't Ari Lennox pressure, I don't want it. Leave me alone.
Hey, leave me alone. Y'all heard it here first. They said, leave me alone.
Just leave me
alone. So, we on the app. I heard you say you talked to somebody off of here one time, you met up, Is this your go-to place, or you just wherever they nah?
My go-to place, it's just gonna be in prayer. I'm gonna try what Sierra did. I actually thought I was in a relationship on here, and y'all, like, he was telling people I was a stream love. I was a smaller streamer back then. He was pulling up on me IRL and then telling people I was a stream love. I'm like, no, I'm a stream love because
I'm sitting on your couch.
He was so big about diamonds that he was like entertaining so many other people. Okay. So he had all of us thinking that we just had this special piece to his heart. And I'm just like, you know what? I had went so long without dating, I was like, I'm gonna just give it a shot, see what's out there. Just step out, just step into the pool.
So
of course, what happens after, y'all? They on your line. No, I'm good. I'm good.
No, thank you. No, thank you.
I lose you. Bye. Okay, thanks. Yeah.
Oh my goodness. All right. So, what is your ideal date? Like, what would get you saying, "Ooh, this might be"?
I want to vibe. Like, I want to be just amongst somebody who really does not play when it comes to me.
Okay.
I want somebody like, and I hate to make it like an app thing. You know how the bouncers, they ain't gonna play about the person that they a bouncer. Yeah. I want somebody who just does not play. Be my in real life bouncer. Don't play about me. Don't come to me. Anticipate my needs. Like, everybody wants to be like, what are you doing? Nobody wants to say, meet me in Hawaii on Friday. That's what type of time I'm on. So, like, that's what you want to do for me. Like, I'm tired of the what are you doing? Can I pull up? No.
Not even what are you doing? Just the WYD.
Right. And I hate when they say, hold on, y'all got covered. I gotta catch my breath. I've been doing really good talking, but now I gotta catch my breath. So hold on. I hate when they say, what did you eat? What are you doing? Why do you care? I don't want to make conversation about my dinner.
I don't want to chit chat. I don't want
to. I have broccoli and asparagus. You do, like, sir, are you buying it? Like, that is not. Oh my God. Yep. Boo, tomato, 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 boo. So that's just where I'm at. Like,
did you have a person in your life that you could look up to in terms of like what kind of relationship you wanted, or do you have an anti-example? Because some people have what I'm not gonna do is that, and some people have that's what I want.
Fortunately, there's not a lot of people in my immediate family who are not still married. Like my grandparents are still married. My mom is not. But my grandparents are still married. I've always had an example of what that looks like. And so I've always seen the man go out and work. And, you know, my grandmother worked as well because she retired. And I've always just seen him, even though she worked, he didn't make her feel like it was her responsibility to bring home the bacon, cook the bacon, do all of that. And I'm like, I'm a Southern belle. I'm still, you know, I want that. Like, I want to feel like you leading me and protecting me and providing me. And then the new school guys are like, well, I don't want to bring to the table. No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm just simply saying, like, I want somebody who just does not play when it comes to big fine bands. My granddad, he don't play when it comes to my granny at all. Like, you can be in the grocery store and look at her wrong. He gon' is there a problem? It's my wife. Step back. That's what he gonna say. Is there a problem? Like, I'm not saying that it has to be, because you know what dating looks like now. It looked totally different 60, 70 years ago.
I used to tell people I was born in the wrong time. I wanted that black and white TV type of love. Like, I want to wear a dress once you come to the house and call on me. Like, that's what I wanted.
And it doesn't have to look exactly like that for me, but I want to. That's my foundation. That's you know, that's just kind of what it looks like to me, and that's just kind of what I want. And so I saw a post on Instagram yesterday that said, just because somebody doesn't want what you want or whatever, that doesn't mean it's wrong what it is they want. Because, you know, when we say that, you guys, ladies, we want to protect her, we get shamed for that. Oh, you don't want to work? I'm like, I have 2 or 3 or 10 businesses. I work. I work every single day. And some days I don't. Because my money makes money. So, okay, that's whose business is that? But whether that's the case or not, I still want my man to have a go-getter headset and mindset and still not play when it comes to me. Want to take care of things. Like, it just is what it is. I can't remember the question. I got a COVID brain right now. So
it's all right. I had it. I've been sick for a month. This is my second episode back. So
is it am I ever gonna get well, or
listen, I thought I was well, and then I had a whole like setback last week. But we back, y'all. We back, and it's lit. Just saying. Every Sunday night, 9 p.m. Eastern. Changing Hearts with Sid. Okay, I thought I was gonna die yesterday in Julie's Glow auction. It was a 3-minute song. I got to about the minute and 10-second mark. It was like can't breathe. So it'll come though. It'll come.
I'm like, am I ever? I got sick before Christmas. I'm like, am I
December 14th
sick forever? Am I gonna get better ever? But yeah, y'all, that's just my thing. Love who you want to love. And I'm heavy on me right now. Okay. So if you can treat me the way that I'm treating me right now, I'm being really good to me. So if you can match that or exceed that, then come here. But otherwise, leave me alone, because we gotta normalize not being ready for people and saying we're not ready. We have to stop disrupting people's mental, their emotional, and then we're not ready for them. So here's another person that we've just effed up. We got to stop doing that. We got to normalize that. So I'm not going
to. Church says, don't introduce me to a vibe you can't maintain. And when I tell you, I hold that right there. Don't show it to me if that's not what you plan on keeping up. Don't show me a shadow of this. Okay. Don't let me taste it. And then that's not what it is.
And here's the thing, y'all. I'm not out here shooting my shot at nobody. So like, how dare you come and shoot your shot at me and not be prepared to work and having me? No, you don't get to put in a whole lot of work and shoot your shot and then that's the end all be all. No, you have to work at having me. I'm gonna work at having you. So why not work at having me? And a lot of people not willing to put in the work, and that's okay. You just may not be the person for me. Mind your neck, and I'm mind mine.
Respectfully. Now, what advice would you give your early self today?
be honest about what you want and be honest about what you need. Like I've been in relationships or situations before where I'm like, oh, like I really hadn't come into myself. So I really didn't know who I was. So I have some insecurities about some things. And so whenever I would have those conversations, like, oh no, I'm good. I don't need to go through your phone. I don't need to do this. I needed to do all of that at that time. At that time, y'all, where I was just with my maturity and where I was just in life, that's what I felt like I needed. But I wasn't honest about that. So now I'm really open about what it is that I need. Listen, you shoot your shot at me, I'm expecting to hear from you at least 3 times a week. I'm expecting this. I'm very, very open about my expectations. I want you to have an informed decision on what it is that you want to do and how you want to conduct yourself. And I hope that you'll give me that same respect. Like, don't be lying to me about what it is you have going on, because I'm asking questions. Like, you a single dad and you be out on the weekends, I'm gonna ask you, where your kid at? I'm asking questions. So I don't know who it was. I don't know if it was a president or if it was somebody really rich that said trust but verify. And that's what I
trust but verify. Like that.
But I verify because I got boundaries around myself, and I'm heavy on me. I gotta take care of me right now. So
now, do you date dudes that have kids or not?
So listen, when your mother said she don't really date dudes that have kids and she got 2 kids, your face. But I was like,
she's the first mother I ever heard say that, because everybody that I asked always said they need to have kids so they understand what you're going through. So that's why I asked. I was like, oh, that's the first time I heard that.
That is true. But it's the other part where it's like, dang, then your baby mama, like, then you got the baby mama text you like, well, since you with my man, my baby needs some. Ma'am, that ain't my baby. That ain't got nothing to do with me. That ain't my business.
Your baby got its own mama. It's not me.
Do that, baby mama. Don't text me because you found out about me on Snapchat or whatever the case is. Just leave me out of it. I don't want no problems. But if he's not handling business, that's a problem for me. So if you a dad and you a single dad and you really don't have anything going on with the mom, like you're not driving her Nissan Altima, you're not driving a Honda, you're not staying in her apartment, you're not doing none of that, okay. But if those are the things that you're doing, a lot of times people don't tell the truth about that, then I'm good. Because I'm gonna ask.
Is there an age limit? Like, is there, your kids got to be this age? Or because I'm not dating nobody who got somebody. I think
first of all, my kids 10 years apart. My son is gonna be 13. My daughter is 3.
Yeah, see that 3 would worry me. 3 feel like y'all still recent.
You got a 3-year-old, that's the issue for me. You got 3 too.
Right. 3 feel like, oh, y'all is everything resolved at 3? I don't know.
Right.
10 good. 10, y'all had time to work it out. I don't know.
Right. I know my ex is an ex. But with these men, sometimes they ex don't be ex. And these women, sometimes we don't know when to let go. We don't know when milk has expired. We still want to try to use it and turn it into buttermilk and make a whole bunch of other stuff. No. No ma'am, no ham, no turkey.
Okay, Southern Belle, talk about that buttermilk.
Listen, if I know for sure that it's a wrap, she done moved on, whatever, you probably got a shot. But other than that, no. But then on the flip side, it's like I have a daughter, so I gotta be real cautious about who can be around my daughter, and that's nobody. And my son is almost 13, so he's met somebody, but my daughter never has. So if y'all hear me say, well, somebody met Marley, yada yada yada, he's special.
That's it. If we hear about that meeting, y'all, that's the one. She gonna be sitting, well, maybe not all of us.
Right.
I'm gonna volunteer to work at the wedding so I can go, because I know it's gonna be dope. But
we gotta have doves. Listen, we gotta have unicorns. It's gonna have to be, you gotta be so you want to have a little bit of a bag. You can't have no, you can't have no baby bag. You want to have a real bag for me. So
okay. Now, what advice would you give your daughter in this? Because dating is totally different, and it's probably gonna be totally different when she gets of age.
You are not less of a cool kid if you have boundaries. Boundaries are okay. Boundaries build strong foundations, and you are still beautiful. If somebody doesn't accept your boundaries, okay, you don't have to deal with them. Walk away. It's okay.
Walk away.
That's why we fill you with enough love at home, so you don't have to feel like you need nobody, because you don't. So
I love it. Everyone, this is Big Fine Bam Top Bag on the app. If everybody can hit her with the fave. Thank you for joining me.
If anybody in here is single, I think my baby daddy and his girlfriend broke up. If you guys make great stepmoms, please reach out to me so I can put you with him.
Because he needs to be kept busy, huh?
He needs to be kept busy. I would like to be in charge of who because you're a fabulous fresh. I would love to have you as a stepmom. So I know you would keep him real occupied. So if you guys looking for somebody that's they're good, they work hard, they got their own business. They may not be, much in the face, but they're gonna be good in the right place. Okay. All right. Reach out to me.
I love it. I love it. I love it. Thank you so much, Bam. If you can X yourself out of the box, because
yes,
if I do, I'm gonna cut my shirt.
Get myself out.
I done did it like 3 times.
Make sure you tune into my show on Saturday at 10 Eastern. Bye.
I will be there. And it's hilarious, y'all. Wait. Okay, she did say it. That's my bad. So Bam has a show every Saturday night, 10 p.m. I know. I was like, yeah, I sure did tell her to show her. Bam, request a box and tell us about your show. My bad. I'm rude. It's my bad. I'm sleepy too. I've been on the app for like hours. I'm over. My bad.
Okay, I get it. Chosen. Thank you so much for the kind words, Chosen. I appreciate that. So you guys, I have a dating show. I take 4 singles, I put them on dates, and I try to make some magic happen. It's a good, fun, toxic show.
It's better in the comments too, y'all. We be tripping.
Listen,
it's wild.
If you don't want to go on a date, please come in and troll. It is hilarious. You will have a really good time. The comments definitely are out of control. But you know what? We love to see it. So listen, y'all tune in every Saturday night at 10 Eastern Standard Time. I didn't have a show yesterday. I had a health emergency. But next week we are on and we are popping. So I can't wait to see y'all. Sid, thank you so much. Definitely the best dating show on the app. Thank you, Christy Marr. Thank you for having me, Sid. I'm going to try to get rid of COVID one nap at a time. I love you guys. Thank you so much.
Hey, thank you, Bam. We are here every Sunday night, 9 p.m. Eastern. Thank you, Chrissy. I'm trying to get you on my show. You let me know when. Next week, we will have Creative Soul and Miss Chocolate. So please make sure you fave me and come back next Sunday at 9 p.m. Eastern. Yes, run those faves up. Everybody hit the star. Please make sure you fave my top 3 gifters of the stream. I don't even know the first one. Let's go. New gifter, Homeless Toker. Let's go. Now, right, Chosen? I did not say that was a goal for today. Faves loaded. Ooh, 9 more faves. 9 more faves. 9 more faves. Let's go. All right, so I'm trying my best. All right, where is the new box? This plus sign right here. All right, let's try this. Bloop.